Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you've all had a great Wednesday and Thursday. Was a little wet today out at the airport. Got some work done though. Today we're going to do some more cartoon characters drawing. We're going to work on the New Year piece. If you guys have a certain request that you want to do, we'll do that as well. I think what I might do is we did Plucky Duck like the last 20-30 minutes of it. Did a quick sketch, and we might do some more other characters of the Tiny Toon Adventures. Maybe do a whole mural piece. So that should turn out pretty well. At least we did Chip and Dale. That was at the request of Brian. But I think what I might do is I'm going to probably color him, and I might just actually send him over to Brian. Brian made the suggestion for that. Then, of course, this is our New Year's piece that we did, and I started sketching out some of the background for it. I got some of the lanterns up and sketched out some of the little festival booths that are going down the side. So we're going to probably do a little bit of work on that too as well. But anyhow, if you guys come in, you know the way it is. Come in, tell me how you're doing. How was your day? What have you been up to? So, got my glove on, so we're ready to rock. Grab my pencil, and we'll probably start out. We'll do a little bit of work with Plucky Duck here. Let me go ahead and get the other pieces. We already did Plucky, so we'll do. Let's see what character we got next in the Tiny Toon lineup. They got a large amount of character list, so this should be pretty fun. Maybe we'll do Little Beeper. The Roadrunners kid, Little Beeper. Little Beeper we'll put over here to the left is what I think we'll do. So we'll probably set him over here, and he's not quite as tall as Plucky. So we'll probably have his head probably about this high. And he's got kind of an egg-shaped head. So we'll kind of get that for the start of it. And we'll give his crosshairs this way. And that way. So that way we know he's he's doing a little profile shot that way as well. And let's see here. Let's kind of block out what we're going to do for the... He's got his little feathers up the top of him. Let's see. Actually, I moved my camera, and I think I got... Let me make sure that guy's back lined up. That looks better. I adjusted my camera forward so that way my head doesn't pop in the view all the time like it was before. Okay, let's get the rest of them put together here. We'll do his neck. His neck will probably have a little bit of a curve. He's got a little body, so he's got a little egg-shaped body here. So it's just slightly smaller than the size of his head. And then on the back side here, he's going to have his tail. So we'll run his tail up, maybe like that. Put his tail that way. And let's see. We can just do a basic shape for his tail, which is sort of like a triangle, almost like it's thrown in. You could say it's sort of like an exclamation point with his body. We're going to do that, and then of course we're going to drop his legs down. Maybe we'll adjust that leg. Crazy Quilter, how you doing? Frontier Man, good evening. What we're doing today is we're going to do a couple more cartoon character drawings. First, we'll do that. Working on Little Beeper from the Tiny Toon Adventures. We're going to see about maybe doing a whole mural piece out of as many characters we can fit into this page as possible. We'll probably do a little bit of that. We'll jump back over and we'll work on some of the background. I already started mapping out some of the lanterns that will run back there, and some of the basic blocking out for the festival booths. And if we've got time, we might actually do some coloring on Chip and Dale. So I think we might end up hitting that. So, but anyway, I already started on Little Beeper here, which is what we're going to put over to the left of Plucky Duck. Little Beeper, like I said, is the Roadrunners kid. So, and the Tiny Toon Adventure thing. So we're going to kind of do that, and we're going to run his shoes going up this way. Don't forget, my girls are back also. That's another good news thing. My girls are back from their trip, so there's no longer quiet in here. So the old rule goes that if you hear them, they got to come say hi. So if you guys hear them, you be sure to message and let me know. So be a little fun game. And of course Lily's back too, my doggo. So, but anyway, so we start out, we got an egg shape for Little Beeper's head. Did sort of like looks like a little musical note almost because of the way he's got like his little tuft of feathers on the top. He has kind of a decent sized neck, and then his body is just about slightly smaller than his head. His body we might actually bring up a little bit more in size. So, but this is just the basic little layout for it. And it's sort of like a cornered. You start out almost like a with a triangle, and you bend it in for his tail, and then we'll work on doing all the details on it. 2 cylinders for his legs going down, and of course these are his shoes, because he actually does. Little Beeper actually has running shoes on, and he's got some nice big eyes. So we're gonna give him some nice big eyes here. Run him up this way. All right, and he's got his little nose area, so we'll have to run his nose up. He's got a little. He doesn't have the pointy nose as his dad, the Roadrunner, does. So let's give him a little smile. And of course, he's going to have a little curve, and he's going to have his cheek. Cheek's going to run out back here. These are Looney Tunes, so they always have a nice little extra exaggeration to them. But he does have his trademark dad's tongue that would stick out, except his hangs out. Doesn't always go and do the little thing. So let's get his eyes going on. Alright, then of course we'll run his head on up. Take care of his feathers. He's got 3 feather little pieces that stick out. There's just little swooshes like that. And you got 1 fat one on top. Brian, howdy, hope all is well. My Magic won last night, playing today. Got another guy back healthy today. Good news, got my $10 from Appen. Excellent. And bad news, Spectre did call me yesterday and got the phone working right, so I have to pay the $14 a month. Not surprised, but it'd been nice to have it free. Now I just have to issue credits for the cell phone. Well, hey, at least it's all starting to work out. I'm glad you finally got on, brother. What we were working on is we're going to do some more cartoon drawing of the Tiny Toon adventures and stuff, and kind of show you how they get put together. We're going to work a little bit also on our New Year's piece, work on the background pieces on it. And being you gave the idea to do Chip and Dale, I think what I'm going to do is this guy, I'm going to actually color him, get him colored in. If we got time, if not, I'll do it on the offside. And I think I'm going to send them to you, brother. So for interacting and participating and coming up with the first request, the first idea for it. So I think I'm going to send that over to you. So you'll get a little signed colored art piece and stuff for you. That way you can have it for your own little fun enjoyment, especially for being on the page, on the stream. So let's work on the tail. He's got 4 for the tail, so 3 for the head, 4 feathers for the tail. Do it this way. Then we'll do it that way. Just kind of mapping it out. It's still kind of light, so we're not doing everything too serious yet here. Let's see if we can give it a little more curve instead of being so boxy. Some nice fluid movements is what we want. So, and let's see, we also don't want to forget his wing or his arms. His wing is kind of like a triangle. Then he's got his little feathers that stick out. He's got 3 feathers that he uses for his fingers. So we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, last it's about all straightened out fine. It took a crazy amount of time. Awesome. Yeah, it did look great in color. Well, thank you very much. I might have to print it out and put it somewhere in my house. Oh, well, I'm going to send you the original, brother. We're not going to we're not going to get you a print. You have the original drawing. We're going to do that one for you. So I'm going to send that to you. So you won't. That'll be an original. And let's do Little Beeper's neck. Let's see. Let me actually do his body a little bit bigger here, just to where it fits up with his head a little bit. Let's see how this looks. Tiny Toons look great. Thanks, brother. I'm going to see about making some neat stuff. Let's see. Like I said, we're just kind of roughing them in right now and kind of getting all the dimensions straightened up on it. But it's even more amazing. I'll pop it in a frame then. Alright, brother. That'd be awesome, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're going to like that. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of mapping for his shoes. I'm going to have to give him his sole, or the bottom rubber of the shoes. And give these some depth. We'll run them down like this. Give them a couple little spots there to show for shoes. Alright, let's do the same thing over here. Do a nice little rubber sole. And we're going to bring this guy on up. Do his little shoe that way. And we're going to do the same thing over. And we'll do his little there. So we got his shoes lined out. Little beeper's kind of easy to do. We'll go grab a 0.3 pen, ink pen. And let's see if we can little beeper in here. Guys, day been going well. I got a little rained out later on in the afternoon with the at the airport, so got some aircraft work I'll finish up tomorrow. There we go. And let's see, maybe we'll give him just a little hint of his other eye over there. Fatter that way. You're welcome. Oh, bad news with physical therapy. It's on hold right now. Need a new evaluation. It was supposed to be there, but due to the neurologist dumping me, they didn't think he'd sign off on it, so I have to wait till I have an appointment with primary care in 2 weeks and hope he'll refer me back there. Bit of rain there too. Well, I'm sorry to hear about the physical therapy stuff. Hopefully that'll get all panned out for you and it won't be so bad. Get you back on track and back up and running again. It's always tough when you have that little, you want to have some forward progress, and it's always something that gets kind of in the way for it. Here we go. Let's see. I think we might. Let's see how this. Let me try something different here with the neck. The neck looks. I'm still not happy with the neck. Feather fingers. If you guys have an idea that you'd like to see for a cartoon character drawn, we can always do a new page if you'd like for it. What do I got? Some ad stuff. Alright, let's get his tail done up. So we'll run it up like that. And when I'm inking this and I'm running it, I'm not following the tip. I start and I see my end point where I want to stop at. So when I start there, I look ahead, and I practice looking ahead. That way, you'll have a smoother line. At least that's how I've been trained and practiced on how to do it. It does take a little bit to be able to do that. That way you can get the little swirls back and forth on there. But once you get the hang of it, it's really nice and smooth. It'll help out with your lines and your confidence in your lines too. So let's do a little beeper that way. There we go. And let's shoot. Bring it up. Like I said, the nice thing about these guys is these guys were done for animation. So they're nice and simple because they had to do lots of animation cells of these guys. So let's see. I'll go that way. Alright, we got a little beeper from the Tiny Toons. Got Plucky Duck and Little Beeper. The ink should be dried up here by his face, so we'll do some of the cleanup line and get all our construction lines out of the way now. I do my construction lines a little bit darker for the camera, so that way you guys can actually see what's happening on there. Because even though I got a better camera and stuff, it's still it's not always the best as what you'd see here with your own eye. So when you guys sketch or drawing them, do them a little bit lighter. It makes it nice and easy to clean up on it. Alright, so let's see here. We got, put them up for you, got a little beeper now. So, I'm going to see who else we want to put in on the list here. Oh, almost forgot. Need to do is go to a brush pen. We'll just darken in his eyes. Actually, I think Little Beeper actually has different color eyes, so maybe we won't make them black yet. Alright, who should we do next? Let's see here. Maybe... oh god, I can't remember what the Dodo's name was. Well, I remember Dodo from the actual Looney Tunes, but his kid. Maybe we'll do him. He's a nice little simple, easy one. He kind of has a neat look to him. Let's see here. We'll run him that way. We'll put him over here as well, so we'll have him looking this way. So maybe we'll put him right about there. He's kind of a short guy also, so we'll give him a little... he's got an egg-shaped head. So, hope that showed up. Make it a little bit darker for you guys to see it. So he's got a little egg-shaped head. He's got, for the top part of him, he actually has an umbrella for his top part of his head. Or it looks like an umbrella. You know, he's one of the Dodos. So we'll just do like a little, do a bell. Or an upside down cup. Or a bowl. Like a soup bowl. It'll be upside down like it's sticking on there. And of course we'll give him his lines for how his face is going to be. So that way you can get the idea of his head's going to have a slight tilt. His neck down, and his body kind of runs that way. So his body kind of is like a football, not quite. It's more sort of like maybe like a ham. Think of it that way. He's got his little neck piece. Do it. Maybe we'll bring it back a little bit further, like that. And he's got his little tail feathers, so we've got 3 of them that stick out. Just doing some little lines just to kind of show their direction. And he doesn't really have that big of legs, so we'll give him a little circle for basically his ankle portion of it. And we will, let's see here. He's got a little bit of big feet. Maybe not that big, but looks a little bit better. So we're right that way. His other leg foot will go that way. He has sort of like a weird, funny wide stance. Like that. A little deeper. All right. He's real simple for his eyes. He just has almost like Calvin Hobbes eyes. Two little circles. And he's got Groucho Marx eyebrows. For those of you who know Groucho Marx is. So his nose comes to a point, so we'll bring it up and over. And let's see, his smile's going to be about there. So you're going to smile down and give it a curl. And he's got sort of a spot that way. Then we'll run his head back. And like I said, you'll do your little minor adjustments and stuff off of your basic shapes, because you're not just going to stay within those constraints. So it's just like I said, to get your basic layout so you have them proportionate. Because if you start doing this the head, and then you do the eyes and the mouth, and you do this, you'll notice that sometimes the body either gets smaller or it's bigger or it gets a little off put. So that's one of the tougher things to do with it. So by actually mapping out the entire body first and then going back and doing the details, it'll be more balanced and it'll look correct. Let's do a little turn here so I think we're going to give him like that, and he'll go through and he'll have a little point at the other end. Like I said, he's pretty easy. So we might actually we might get one more jammed out, and then we'll swap over or switch up to another piece if we want to, or we can keep doing the Tiny Toons and we'll just see as much as we can get filled in here. Not too bad. So this is what we'll play with for the day, I guess. Well, not for the day. We'll play with for right now. We need to look at some of those reference pictures and get that New Year's piece done up. So, I hope some of you guys are grabbing some pencil and paper and just sitting there sketching along and enjoying the relaxing time, because drawing is very pleasurable and fun. Now, he kind of just has sort of like a furry body. It's like a furry, feathery body. So, just trying to guesstimate what we want to do for that. Not too much to it. There we go. And of course, if you guys get a request, don't hesitate to send me a message on it, and we'll work on getting those requests done up. Or we'll try and get some of them in. Probably might not be tonight, but we'll put them on the list and we'll work on some things. I still have one by Ali, which I'm still trying to think of how we're going to do it. Because it's an interesting, it's not really I mean, you could do it as an image, but to try and convey the whole piece to it, it's almost like it's a little comic page layout where it's got more of a strip to where you can kind of see what's going on. So, let's see, we sort of got a little foot, leg underneath that way. But we'll come up with something, I'm quite sure. So let's run that way. We'll show some depth by giving a little lines there to show a little bit of roundness on it. We'll get, can't remember his name right now, but I know he's the Dodo's kid. Of course, I haven't watched this in a long time. Alright. Go back to our point 3. Keep everybody about the same. And let's do Dodo. And of course, if you're seeing this and you haven't subscribed yet, please like, subscribe on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're at. Hit them all if you can for me, because that'll help me out, and I can keep doing more of these. And of course, I can do requests. And if you guys want to learn how to draw certain things, we can break them down together, even if it's something I've never drawn before. We can learn how to break it down. That way you too can see how they map out. And that's the fun of it. Kind of do it together. So, let's see here. And by all my IDs are the Atlanthicum Arts for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Getting on TikTok as well. Trying to work up to where I can get a streaming license on there as well. That might be pretty good. I gotta apply for a streaming key, but I gotta have a certain amount of followers, and I'm slowly getting there. Just like all the rest of this stuff. Then, once I hit that, then I'll do the live streams on that section. And we're almost done with this one, and we'll move on to another one, because we're making some pretty good time on these guys. That's the nice thing about some of these cartoon guys. You can jam out a pretty good amount there. So, and I haven't drawn these guys since I was high school. A little bit of time ago. I think it was high school. I had these guys that other classmates and stuff. Looks great. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Wish I could remember what Dodo's kid's name was. It'll come to me probably eventually. Okay, let me clean up his eyes a little bit more. His eyes need to look a little bit smoother to me. There we go. That looks a little better. Alright. Let's see. Who should we put on here next? We could probably do Buster and Babs Bunny. They're kind of neat, actually, when you look at their breakdown. Let me see here. Let me go through. What I can do also with these guys is we can maybe put it in there. I can show you how they actually do some of the animation with them. And by showing how their faces are, how they do like their different, their vowels, and what they use for a standard for when they talk. So, pardon me. So Buster and Babs Bunny are, well, obviously they're two rabbits, but they got an interesting, their body. Let me grab another page here. They're interesting in the fact that, like, Buster, he has like an egg shape, and his egg point is up. Babs, her egg shape is pointed down. Buster has a slightly larger body. Babs has a slightly less body. Buster's ears are straight, and Babs's are a little bit taller. So we'll work on. We'll put them. We'll work on. We'll put them. I think we'll put them actually behind. We'll put Buster and Babs back here behind there. We'll kind of put everybody together on things. Let's see. Alright, let's see here. What should we do? Let's do Buster. Good old Buster Bunny. I'll show you. We'll do a head on here, and we'll put his feet down that way. And we'll actually put him probably, well, let's actually just put him off to the side right here. So his feet will be there, and he's just slightly back. His head will be slightly above, or Plucky's was. And he has, like I said, he's got an egg shape with the egg up pointing on the top. And he's got himself a little neck. And he's got himself a slightly round body. And he's going to have legs to feet. Nice, simple. Got a shoulder. Do another shoulder. Well, actually, let's put his arm over this way so that way you can actually see it. This one will just kind of look like he's got his arm behind his back. So we'll bring this one up a little bit higher so that way we can put it where it looks like it's on his hip. So we'll just map out that, and then we'll map out a little circle for where his hand is going to be. We're going to do where his head is and the way he's got sort of a white cheek piece. And his feet are bigger than that, so that's why if you use that for a mapping point, you can know that you can run that out, and then you can put like his toes will be out here. So that's about the size of his feet are going to be. His feet are going to be pretty good size. Like he hasn't quite grown into them yet. Like his feet are big, but he has off of his head. We'll bring his ears about to there, and his other ear about to there. What we'll do, and of course we'll run his. We're gonna do a center shot for this, and that'll be Buster. So we'll have Buster set up over there. And let's see. So Buster's got himself sort of he's got an upside down triangle for a nose, typical rabbit nose. And he's going to have from here. We're going to kind of give him his cheeks. So his cheeks are going to run up because he's got a nice big smile is what he's going to have on him. Because he's Bugs' kid. This makes me wonder if he's Bugs' kid and who's Babs' kid. I'm trying to remember the name of the bunny that was with Bugs Bunny, and then there was the other rabbit that they had with it. I think they used her in No Picture on Twitch. Let me see. Should be playing on Twitch, okay. Let me take a quick picture to make sure it's working out alright. Had to refresh, okay. But can't hear me. That's funny. I'm showing up okay I can see on mine that I'm being heard alright. Huh. I'm not getting any errors either. That's interesting. Let me know if the volume comes back on, because I'm showing I actually got a good signal here with this. And my audio is showing good. They might have had a little hiccup on it on the stream. So we'll do his eyes like that. Sorry if you're not able to hear me. Should be okay. Go. Can you still not hear me? Let's see. 1 second. See if I can open up Twitch here and live. Let's see. I can hear. Test, test. Yeah, I can. Yep. That's all good on this end and with everything. So, and they have it back up and running for the audio. So, got sound again? Alright. They must have had some little thing that caused it to have to refresh and just took a moment. So, thanks for letting us know though. That way I can double check on it. So, let's, where were we? Oh, back to Buster. Buster sort of has... kind of, the way his eyebrows run up, they run up this high, so we might actually make his eyes a little bit bigger because he always has like big. Let's see how those look if they're a little bit taller. It's always sometimes a little tough to get these to get the eyes the way they match to the proper character. So that's why you kind of play with a little bit when you're doing this stage. So because he has his little eyebrows for his skull area there. There's a lot of static now. It might have been Bugsy looks great. Thank you. It might have been just me with playing with my headset, testing it out. So probably had a little terrible feedback on it. So he's got 1, 2, and 3 from here. Picture and sound is back. Good, excellent. But they must have had a little issue with it refreshing. That sometimes happens. Thank you for letting me know. So, got that. Got to get, of course, his lip. And we want to. He's got his fluffy bunny cheeks, so they're going to be kind of a little puffy. So, there we are. Yeah, I don't know the static is still there. Huh. Let me do a little quick check here. That might have... Yeah, it's all showing picked up. Let me see. Did it make it too loud? Let me adjust my volume down just a tiny bit. Is the static including in the music? Or is it just my voice? Voice. Yeah, it's probably this headset. I probably gave it a little. I probably tweaked it to the incorrect way there. I need to get a new mic, or I need to get a mic for over here instead of the headset with the mic attached to it. They do a lot better. So we'll push on. Got one ear. Like I said, it looks sort of like, it sounds better. Yeah, it's right over here. It's when I was doing a test on it. I probably moved it a little bit too much. It's an alright headset, but I need to get a better one. Actually, there's a mic that I was thinking about that would attaches to this boom that comes out, that will come off to the side here, so that way I don't have to have that on and I can just wear my nice comfortable headphones, so that way I can make sure the music and everything's playing alright. And that way I can also be in the same jam with you guys with the music, because it's got some nice good beats. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Alright, so we got his ears kind of roughed out. They look pretty good. Let's see here. We want to bring his smile down. And we won't want it to be too huge. So, but we definitely want it to have definitely a cartoonish type smile. So, let me see if I can drag my volume back up so you guys can still hear me with the music playing. I had to tone the music down a tiny bit. It was getting a little overpowering yesterday, but they also updated the interface and everything on it too for the all the software. And of course we'll do his buck teeth, and he's got his little tongue inside there as well, so we'll do his tongue, and we'll have to give it sort of like that and curl around. It's not looking too bad, and of course we've got to give his little chin, so he's going to have a little spot there for his chin to run out. So, just a younger Bugs Bunny. Buster Bunny. I'll do Buster and then we'll do Babs. That way you can see the difference on how they, just subtle changes they made to make it look like go from a boy rabbit to a girl rabbit. So nice little changes like that. And we have that. Runzak got his little tuft of fur there. Oh, I'm starting to hear some stuff. Remember guys, if you happen to hear my girls and stuff over the feed, you let me know, because then I got to bring them out here. They got to come say hi, so that way they introduce themselves. They're all like, shh, shh. I can hear them out there going, shh, don't be quiet. They don't want to be on the feed. It's a fun little game. Give him his little neck. And, okay. And he's got sort of he wears a, oh, is that how it is? Yeah, Brian, it is. So they're in there probably watching something funny, and they're trying to laugh but not laugh too loud, being so considerate. Buster has himself his that long that sweatshirt that he wears, so he's got a little collar piece there. And let's see here, let's see if we can run probably that way, and we'll just give him a little curve there for his one shoulder, give him a little spot for that. And we want to show that his shirt is actually going around him, so we're going to have a little bit of a curve to match his body, because his body isn't going to be flat. It's going to have a slight curve to it. So, got that. It's going to have, it shows a little bit of overlap. That way you can see that it's overlapping over his body. And let's see here. Lighter tuft of fur that they usually do, like that. Yeah, that is funny. Alright. And maybe we'll adjust his eyes a little bit more. We'll have him looking up a little bit better. So, and of course we'll run his legs down. And do the same thing right here. We'll run that leg out. And one spot down. Now let's see. So he's got a slight bump for his shoulder because it's up a little bit. And we still want to show where his shirt comes up, and we want to bring out like a tube and a tube, so that way you can see the basic area for his arm, because it's going to be on his waist, sort of like doing the same Bugs Bunny, like the whole "What's up, Doc" thing, but show the nuances of it where you can tell it's father and kid. Alright. And of course course, it's still a long sleeve shirt. His arm is going to be. We'll run him up like that. And give him his little wrist. And of course he's got his glove just like Bugs does. He's got his gloves. So mouse is starting to work away. I gotta slight my tables on a slight slant. So that way I'm not hurting my neck too much looking down at it. Once I get my new dual monitors that'll come up, that should be here coming hopefully soon, we'll be able to raise the table up a little bit more on it and stuff, and have a little more of an angle. And of course, you'll probably start seeing these being taped, so that way I have a better drawing angle for it as well. And let's see, his hands are going to be like this, so it's going to be actually turned backwards. So the way his fingers are. He's got 3 of them, 3 fingers and thumb. We'll do, let's do it sort of like that, and then we'll do, how do I want to do that? That doesn't feel right. Let's try that. Let's see if we can work this a little bit better. Let's make it look like his finger is actually that way, and we'll have his other finger raised out. So that looks a little bit better. It's funny that even though it's just very simple, just a simple placement of it can make the hand look like it's doing something else than what it's supposed to be doing. And let's bring his shirt down. So we got that. Now we got to work on his feet. So we're going to do not be straight, so we're going to give him a little bit of curve to it so it has a little bit of life. And we'll bring his toes, 1, and then we'll bring this up there to 2, and of course he'll have his 3rd one. And his feet have lighter bottoms and a darker top that matches his 2-tone fur. So we'll bring this up like that. So that'll be 1 foot.
Hey baby, it's me. I was just calling to
bring this one down.
I miss you a lot.
And bring that way. So run that over, and we're going to see. We'll probably see a couple. We'll draw right through them, so that way we can get to where the feet look correct. So that looks like the only one we'll see on there between the two. So that way we can erase that past little beeper there, or little beepers over there. Sorry. And now let's see. Maybe we'll clean up the where the eyes are. Maybe we'll make it to where he looks like he's actually looking at us a little bit better. So let's do that. That looks better. Okay. On to the inking. We'll get this one jammed out, and that'll be it for that. Okay. Let's see here. At the top. There we go. And we want to bring it that way. There we go. And we'll give his other eyebrow over here.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Interesting song.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Funny little song. that ear in that way. Perfect. Alright, getting his ears done up. So, let's see if we can add a little bit of more life to this. He's got a little bit of life already in him, but we want to start adding a couple more details as we go. Like here, we'll give him a little spot where it shows the wrinkle for his nose when he's smiling, that you can see like the little wrinkle there that's pulling back a little bit on it. And of course, we're going to bring this up. Give this a little curve up too. And let's bring this up and over. And bring this one up and over too. Because we're doing ink now, so no turning back. Time to take a breath, have some confidence in it. What happens, happens. There we go. That's the nice thing. Just relax, enjoy yourself. Get some drawing done. Very relaxing, good calming feel. Buster's face in. Let's see if we can get his shirt dammed up. Got the one shoulder. Let's do this one. Run it over that one. Run that in. Go. Now you see right here this little tiny part. Let me bring this up. You see on his shirt how that one goes instead of it going up, because his arm is actually going backwards a little bit instead of forward. Just a simple movement of that is just where you can see that he's doing this and not this where it's in front of him. So it's more like he's got his arm a little bit off to the side there. So that's the reason why you change that up. Just a simple little change in that can show a difference in position. There we are. Bugs looks great. Thank you. Now, Buster's turning out great. And do a shirt. Eyes and stuff too. Let's throw the brush pen in here, that way we can. Maybe I'll give him a little bit of a shine on top. We could leave it a little spot open there. Do the same thing with beeper if we want. There we go. All right, clean up some of the construction lines. It should be pretty well done. There we go. And a little bit of a roll. There we go. We'll work around the eyes, let the eyes dry out a moment, and then we'll come back up there and make sure all the construction lines around the eyes are clean. Classes will be starting up on the 9th next week. before my birthday. Got a typography class, another design communication class for the spring term, and got quite a bit of goodies coming up. Keep honing my skill, sharpening the talent. There we go. Alright, so now we got Little Beeper, we got Plucky. I can't remember what his name is. It's Dodo's son, and I can't remember. And then we got Buster Bunny. So, not too shabby there. Alright. What time we got? 7:56. We got some time. We grab a little bit of water. Who should we do now? Should we do Babs? Oh, I know one we can put down here in the front. We can do the bookworm. We'll do bookworm. Enjoy your new classes. They all look great. I'll be back soon. Go take a shower. Excellent, Brad. We'll see you in a few. Let's do Mr. Bookworm. He's kind of neat and interesting. We might actually we'll put him down here. Not a big guy either, so he's going to be right. We'll put him right about here. He's kind of interesting because he has a swirl this way, a swirl that way. It's sort of almost like he's like a little bit of toothpaste running out. That's the way his body runs. Let's see here. Let's get to his tail. Do bookworm down here. And then we got his shoulder will run here. And we want to run his arm. Put his arm towards the back that way. Got one that way and then that way. And bookworm will have his face that way. And we can see about eyes are that way. Let's see here. That make him so fat. He's got a little bit of a roundness to him, but alright, let's see here. Got the cheeks, cheekbones. We'll do goes that way. We have cheekbones that run that way. So, a little jaw, and of course he's got his nose that goes between the glasses. And then from here, because we got the cheek, we're going to show one eye. Because it goes around the corner, we're going to do the other eye. We'll run, smile, get a little nostril, and then let's actually make this look a little bit like this. Kind of has that egghead look. And he's got his hair here. So, do that. Maybe we'll bring it side a little bit further forward. That feels a little bit better. Doesn't feel like they're rocked back too far. Alright, now we'll sketch out. He's got sort of like a little bit of eyebrows, or a little eye expression with that. We'll run him over here. I think we're going to bring this out a little bit further. I think that's going to look a little bit better when we bring it out a little bit further. fluff to it. Okay, and then he's going to have his nose isn't going to be so pointy now. We'll round his nose out a little more. That way you get a little more of the softer feel to him. Then he's got his big glasses, which brings it all to life. So they'll come up, and they connect over here as well. So that way, and then that way. And don't forget his little nostril. The bookworm. And of course we're going to have to do his little... He doesn't really show fingers on it because he's the bookworm, so we're just going to do the little hand. His hand runs down. Like that. Got them kind of laid out. We're going to start bringing them in more. So we'll bring that body form over. Bring this one, and we'll do bring his tail out that way. He's got a little soft, flat tail. Actually, let's do 0.2 just because he's a little bit smaller character. That way we can get a little bit of the details in nicely. Use a little bit thicker to go over his glasses because his glasses have a little more of a thickness to it than with the 0.2s. Like that. Bring it over. Give him his little hair. Bring this one out. There we are. We're getting there. Holding his glasses. Put his arm back here to the back. Over and down and around. His tail. Alright. Let's go up to a 0.5 for his glasses. Because his glasses are really nice and thick. Thicken them right on it. There we go. Little bookworm. Get some of this ink spots put up. Alright, we got little bookworm. 8:05. Let's see here. I guess we could do one more. We're having some fun with this. Who should we do? Who would be a good one next? Oh, I got an idea. Oh, nuts. We got two of them. We'll probably be pretty good. Let's do Wile E. Coyote's son. It's just like a kid version of Wile E. We got a little bit of space over here left, I think. Maybe we'll... Yeah, why not? Wile E's a little bit... He's definitely a lot more detail on him. Let's see if we can run a line. What I want to see is standing at. So we'll put Wile E over here. Or Wile E's kid. I'm trying to remember what Wile E's kid was. It'll come in. We'll give him a little bit more of a picture or position for that. Let's see. So we want... We'll do that. And he's about this height. Let's put his head right there. That's what we'll do. He sort of has an egg head with the point facing down. And we'll do like that for his cross, for where we'll have set up for his eyes. And we'll do a curve. So we've got a little body for down there. Then he's got, we'll see if we can do a bigger circle first here for his chest. So we'll run him up. Like so. And we'll run a leg that way. Leg that way. We'll do let's see. They all have bigger feet. So that way, give him a shoe. Run it up that way. So goes about to there. Alright. Okay. So we'll do one arm down to that. This other shoulder will be a little bit lower, so it'll be there. So we'll bring his arm down that way. We'll have him crossing arms. That's what we'll do. So we'll do that, and we'll give him one hand that way. So we'll do this one like a crisscross. And of course, he's going to have himself his little tail. There we go. So we got his basic stance laid out. Gonna have a nose portion here. Do pretty good size eyes going around, wrapping. And the usual, got the big cheeks. Run this up See if we can get his eyes looking right. Do that, and of course he's got big eyebrows on him. So let's sort of like so. And he's got his little coyote ears. So they kind of go, uh-oh, are we hearing somebody? Anybody hear that? No? You guys didn't hear it? Okay. And let's, from maybe over here. We'll do it over here. So, I think they're trying to see if they can get the other one to make noise out there. Basic layout, we can keep working through it now. So let's that's not too shabby. Might have to give him a little bit bigger cheeks though. I think we went a little bit beyond there. Those pretty fat cheeks. Let's try that. That looks a little better. And maybe we'll bring his beak is always a little bit fatter this time. Bring the hand up a little bit higher. And bring this one out. That looks a little bit better. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see if we can. There we go. Scruff on that those eyebrows because he's got some good sized ones. And we want to show that he's got a little bit of a movement for that nose, that snout. So we'll run it this way. And let's see here. white to the other cheek. That's looking more like it. And let's get that schnoz out here a little bit more. He's going to have a reflective piece on that schnoz. So, sort of like that. And let's see, gotta get his other eyebrow up there. Run it that way. Down. Uh-oh. Do we got the meter? Did somebody come up? His 3 fingers. Classic cartoon 3 fingers. Yeah, that not too bad. We'll run it up like this. And let's run them there. That way on out. Give him his hip. Got that nice curve, that swoop and curve in. Yeah, sneezes don't count. We won't. They don't have to go say hi if they sneeze. Give him a little bit of dimension. Something like that. Guys enjoying your artwork, drawing, your art time? There we go. I'm back. I see the wonderful Coyote and Roadrunner. Better run. Yep. Good old Wiley's kid. So, he's got sort of a neat looking little shoe designs on his. So we'll have to get a little creative here. I might have to look at a reference. Let's see. We'll run it up. Dimension his shoes. Gotta have his little kick lines there. Yeah, don't look too bad. Yeah, let's do his other side here. thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very, very much. So, let's take a look up here. Run them through. And we'll do a little shoelace thing there. And I think we might actually have Wiley's kid. Let's go to our point 3. Kind of keep them all the same. We're getting the page lined up pretty much. We could probably keep filling it in as we keep going. There's a ton of characters that they had for the Tiny Toon Adventures. Let's go ahead and we'll start working on this Snoz. We'll get his Snoz in because that's one of his key features of him. And let's run him that way. Sorry if I'm turning it a little bit, but I'm just trying to get a good line for me to curve it up and over. Give him this way. It's funny how it doesn't look like the best in the world when you got all these construction lines laid out until you start getting some ink on them. And once you get some ink on there, you start to go, oh yeah, I'm starting to see them now. We're starting to see these guys. Let's see. There we go. Run it up. And right there. Let's see. Give him that nice little smile. It's nice to see them all, every one of them, kind of have their happy little smile to them. We can work on that next one though. We can actually show you how they do some of the emotions and the actions. We can select one of these guys and we'll work on doing some different actions for them or some different facial expressions or mouth movements so you can see how they had them to where they talked easily. It felt believable. There's actually a method that they use to make it look right. And let's run him down here. And then what we can do is we'll move back on over to the, we got a half hour left to work on some of the background of that New Year's piece. There we go. We'll get the coyote finished up there. There we are.
It's gonna be hard to do. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because what happens?
Up and over. Up and over. Alright. So run that up, over and around. Alright, now we'll start cleaning up him and we'll move on to another piece. Now I get to see how all that hard work paid off from doing all those construction lines and cleaning them up and getting it to where he looks got the right position and dimensions. It's a nice thing. It takes a little bit of time, but the output, once you put a little bit of time into it, the outcome is so great. It's sort of like a neat little reveal as you erase it all up. Get to see some of your hard work at the end. You don't have to use ink. You don't have to use ink for it. So you can use pencil still, and like I said, you can just keep erasing your construction lines as you go and then darkening it in. Alright. Let's get you a little close-up of it. So, there we go. We got our Wally. We got some of our Tiny Toon characters done up. Not too shabby. Alright, so let me put him with the others here. We'll come back, we'll go and we'll move on and switch gears over to this piece. Because we're starting to work on the background on it now. So let me push that off to the side. And let me go to my reference pictures. They all look amazing. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Alright. Got some reference images of different like festival booths. Oops. Let's see here. Kind of get an idea of what we want to look at. As you can see, I already got some of the lanterns I started to do up in here. Because I started using some references for that, so we might actually do some work towards them. I'm going to turn this a little bit so we can see it a little bit better. Or I can work on it a little bit better, especially for getting the curves and stuff out on it. Let's see here. Find my lantern reference, make sure I'm looking at them right. I think I did them pretty well. Oh yeah. So, welcome to Magic or listen to the Grizzles. By 17 the third quarter, they are a really good team, but hopefully you can somehow mount a comeback. That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be cool. Hopefully we'll hear that. That'll be definitely cool. There we go. Let's see if we can. Sure would. Anything can happen. That's right. Anything can happen. Nice. Let's see if we can make us up some nice, neat little festival lanterns for a New Year festival. There. Let's see if I can do it this way. This way might show some of the work a little bit better. Yeah, I might be able to do it that way. I think we'll be okay. There we go. Let's see. Let's thin him out just a tiny bit. Get a run in this guy to where he's nice and get a little point on him. That way I can. Another neat tool is you can have this, but then you got this neat little metal piece. It's got all these little markings on it. You can actually put this in here like so. You can actually then just rub inside. Cleans out the line area without touching any of the other stuff. Neat little tool. Especially if you got a lot of detail going through it. What got going on? I got messages going on at the yin yang. Let's see here. Let me grab my electric eraser for this guy because he's a real tight area. There we go. And brush it off. And let's see. so lopsided. That's the one thing, when you start doing backgrounds and you got lanterns and stuff, that's got more of a more geometric look to it, not so organic, to where there's asymmetry in it, because the body has got asymmetry in it and stuff, because nobody is perfectly symmetrical. But when you're doing lantern stuff, typically want them to try and have a nice look to them, and nice unison. So let's see if we can do that, pull that off. There we go. We got the one top row there done up. I think we will run it this way so we can have the cable or the cord that we're going to run with them, where you can see what they're hung by. When you start to get what you're looking for, it all starts to pop into place. Alright, let me get the upper hat part of it too. Turn them a little bit here on the side so you can kind of give it a nice cable. I'm not going to add too much dimension to it because rows done up. We'll do the other one that runs back here. As they slowly get smaller as it keeps going back, and you got even a little one back, you got a smaller one there, and even a real smaller one way in the back. So and let's see here. Run them up. Lantern started. Let's see. We'll run him that way. Run him up. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll run this one across and up. Run them up that way. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. And then, of course, this background sky they will have in between them will have fireworks as well. So we'll work with that. That's going to be really interesting because they're going to be a little bit further off in the distance, but we still want to have a little bit of light. It's going to be a really interesting light source setup because these are going to be all have sort of like a warm light to them. Whatever is going to be in the booths will be a warm light, and of course the fireworks will cast a little bit of a lighting to it as well. So it should be pretty complex for coloring, but it should turn out really slick, look really nice. At least that's what we're hoping for. Let's see, let's run him across. Alright. I was thinking about maybe putting a mask shop or some of the stuff, because I grabbed some of the festival things and they have like a mask shop there, or maybe those paper umbrellas, and maybe even do like a food booth or Haven't quite decided what I want to be for those. I want it to be too, like I said, we don't want it to be too overpowering. Let's see. This guy runs a little bit further to the back, so we want this one in front. This one will be in front of the other one. Gotta give him some depth. Further work on my 3D printer. Almost finished up. I've been slowly getting the parts in that I needed because the 3D printer I picked up was missing some parts, so I've been ordering a couple little things here and there for it, and almost got it together, just waiting on some of the parts. The rest of the parts, I think I got some flange bearings that are coming in tomorrow, or at least should be here tomorrow as long as everything is lined up. This weekend I should be able to get it finished up and do a test print, and I'll show it to you guys on Tuesday as long as everything goes well with it. We'll do a test print and I'll put the test print on here. I think the test print we're going to do is going to be for a filament holder anyway, and go from there. Got the edge of a there we go. This is going to be the edge of the top for where they're either going to have the banners for like the little booths and stuff, the festival booths. That's kind of running back and forth. So this is sort of like a little like booth alleyway that they have for setups. So it's really pretty cool. Let's see here. Through. Perfect. So, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and stuff. We got about maybe 20 minutes left. We might wrap it up a little bit early. That's where all my girls are back in town from back in, so go hang out with them a little bit. See if we can get some of these, get these lanterns finished out though. Gotta make them progressively smaller as we go though. Because they're slowly fading off in the background. There we go. Let's give it a little turn. On my arm, starting to go to sleep a little bit. Let's see if we can get some of these smaller ones tucked in way in the back here. Looking pretty good. And I got one way in the back, little tiny guy. It's a little early, but like I said, my girls are back in town and I missed them dearly. I think we're going to call it. For now, take the glove off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with me for this Thursday night. We'll be back Tuesday night. Should have a new overlay because this week was pretty good because it's still showing for a new year and whatnot. But we'll do maybe we'll do a winter overlay, just be a winter one, you know, because it's not yet spring. But anyway, so got a little bit more work, got a little work done on that. We gonna color Chippendale, and then of course we filled out our page pretty well for our Tiny Toon things. We can always add some more, and I think we might do some more of that as we go. But anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have yourself a great night, a great weekend. I hope everything does well for you guys. So, God bless. Don't forget, let's create something together, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend.